Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Our next guest joined us last month to share how we can all honor the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and he's here today with more words of wisdom. We welcome back Pastor J.W. Matt Hennessee. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Hannah. So good to be with you again.
Great to
and
see
with
you.
Your audience. Yeah.
We are unfortunately grieving the loss of one of Dr. King's sons, Dexter, very recently. I'm so sorry to hear about his passing. You just returned from the service in Atlanta.
Yes, I did.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, Dexter was a pretty amazing guy. He had a wonderful sort of view on life. We always teased him about being 20 years ahead of everybody else.
Okay.
Very involved in technology and things of that nature, and really had a vision of how we do the kind of experience for people to understand Dr. King's work at the Montgomery bus boycott, but doing it in sort of a virtual reality.
Right.
Yeah, so he suffered, unfortunately, for 3 years with prostate cancer and then passed away literally 8 days before his 63rd birthday, which also would have been was the 18th anniversary of Mrs. King's death as well.
So young, only 62
so.
years old, which puts into perspective, it just hasn't been that long since his father, Dr. King, left us.
That's right.
Since a lot of that progress was made, is it kind of a nice reflection to say we have come so far, but also there is so much more work to be done?
It's really true, Hannah. I think on the one hand we have come a long way, and we can be proud of that. I think as a country, no matter what our cultural background is whatsoever, because, you know, as long as all of us are working together to make this happen, I think it's great. However, we also know that there's so much more work to be done.
Yeah.
And sometimes with some of the things that we see going on in the world today, we also feel like we're actually losing ground.
Right.
Like some things that we thought were handled well, you know, things like voting rights and things of that nature. Unfortunately, what we're finding is things are going backward. And I think what's important is for us to all recognize that we can't be complacent, but let's get busy really making sure that freedom works for everybody.
Reflect and recognize the successes that have come.
That's right.
But there's more to do. It's nice to revisit this conversation with you right in the middle of Black History Month, talking about Dr. King and other people that carry that legacy. Are there certain things that you're encouraged by in this season?
Yeah, I am. First of all, I'm encouraged that people really take seriously this month and the importance of really educating people about the number of contributions that you know, African American people have made, and at the same time the ability to say to our young people, you know, let's help you understand as well some of the strides that have been made and the sacrifices that have been made for us to be able to live as we do today.
My son has come home from his first grade classroom telling me about some iconic leaders, and I'm so encouraged and excited that he's learning at such a young age that foundation that he's going to keep moving forward and do better for the next generation.
That's what it's all about, Hannah. In fact, I was blessed among the activities that I do in the month of February. I also, which is my birth month as well. I think it's a great month.
Yes.
But I got the opportunity to actually work with 2 4th grade classes at Kairos PDX.
Oh, cool.
And to talk with them about Dr. King in particular and the contributions of Dr. King. What was interesting is that my granddaughter goes to Kairos PDX, and as I was waiting for her to get out of school one day, one of the parents talked with me and said, I just want you to know that my 4th grade son, who normally does not, you know, like repeat what happened at school, he said for literally several days he was talking about the conversation that you had with them. And that made me feel very good, not because I'm so much, but to know that a 4th grader said, yeah, this is really important stuff. I think that's really neat.
They're paying attention, they're listening.
That's right.
And they love their classmates, and they want to make those connections and make the world better as we move forward.
Right.
Let's talk about the special service that we were talking about in January, and then this crazy storm stopped Portland for days on end. So you have rescheduled this special MLK service for this weekend?
It is this weekend. It's on Sunday at 2 o'clock at Vancouver Avenue First Baptist Church in Portland. which is right across the street from the Red Cross and right down the street from Legacy Emmanuel Hospital at 2 o'clock. We will come together. We will have our church choir. We, unfortunately, because we had to reschedule, a number of the people that were scheduled in January could not necessarily make this date, but we still have a number of good speakers from the faith community. Our elected officials will be there. And then our keynote speaker is a woman who grew up in Portland, happens to be African American. She is only in her mid-30s or so. She is the president of Multnomah University.
Pretty cool.
Dr. Jessica Taylor. So I'm excited about it because not only is it an opportunity for us to come together as community, it also, you know, the beneficiary of, the people who benefit from this is that we have a scholarship fund. We call it the Drum Major Scholarship Fund, and we literally adopt other schools in the area and ask them to nominate a student humanitarian in the senior class so that we can help them with scholarship money.
That's wonderful.
And it's a fun time for everybody. It really is.
And the service, all are welcome. You mentioned folks from all different, the city of Portland, and we can all come and celebrate together.
From all around. That's exactly right.
Hey, it was great to see you. Thanks for coming back and talking with us again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So we'll have more about Pastor Hennessee and the Empower the Dream service happening this Sunday on our website at katu.com. And we'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.